Good evening, guys. Hello, mateys. This is Discovery Scouts and Piracy Caribbean Film Series here. Captain Simon Perry him. Good evening, review. And today is Thursday, January 30th, 2020, and 2019 is over, and this is the year of 2020, and 366 days, and welcome to the Q&A 42 today, and we're just having the process of today, so we're just gonna have to be in and about the Friday Night SmackDown, and about sometimes about choosing the women's SmackDown Women's Championship Bailey, and so that will be discovered to the leak. So the WrestleMania leak match cards leaked. So that'll be about the WrestleMania 36 on Tampa Bay Raymond James Stadium on Florida. So we hope we're gonna see one to be continued on the WrestleMania, on the road to the WrestleMania after the Royal Rumble. The one woman on for the winners to face one of the women's championship, and the one man has winners have faced the men's championship, including Drew chooses Brock Lesnar in WWE's championship with Paul Heyman, and to face Brock Lesnar. So, however, to be continued on the Friday Night SmackDown will be tomorrow at 8 p.m. That'll be discovered about the Fox Q13. So that's where we're gonna have to continue on to the Raw, SmackDown, and NXT to face one of each other's on WrestleMania. So today the ceremony on the funeral for the Kobe Bryant, the NBA LA Lakers. Today's the day. So we just started to the program in the nearby. Either they're praying for the Kobe's futures, for his daughter. Sometimes it does matter that he was chosen ones, and he was very accommodated to wear the belt for the 20 years. The ages of about the ones that were all the aftermath. Same thing about last 20 years ago. Kobe has a basketball. It's about 20 years. She was nominated about one thing about due to the basketball Lakers showed the basketball players just dying about the disease, old age, and including car accident or copter accident. So they have failed to come home to take his daughter to the basketball, and then Kobe was seen to about one of the ceremonies. It will be freedom to praying for pray for the heaven prayer inside the church. Each one of them, and then I just wanted you guys to say we were just miss for him for everybody. So we're sorry about what happened there. Kobe got to the first Mary at a time, and then he doesn't get to the second Mary. He gets only one at a time for the Mary for his wife and his children and his daughters. So his professions, and those who have most of the cases, most of them have about professional basketball players. Those we have to the communicating. He was to the basketballers. It does matter to where is it about where is that, and yeah, we would send to the tweets for the Twitters, even the Tumblrs, Instagrams, Facebooks. However, some of those about some those that are about Tumblr or something. Twitch streams, so live streams, so anytime temporarily. Most apparently, the life asset of Kobe's futures to he was communicating for accolades careers, and he just it just wanted to the reassures about where we work, where we works for him, and he works for people, and where he's gonna have to meet his friends, his families, and his parents, his grandparents. So apparently, his grandparents' pictures just communicating for incended. So you he you guys knew for those Kobe, everybody noticed it about for the last 5 days. It is to the point of things about most future and the most accommodated about the futures of a day. All things are really gonna do. He concerns about he was on the helicopter flying back to home with his daughter. So he has to came home today. So after the women's basketball for the training for his daughter for his junior to his daughter, her middle school, her seventh grade, she's communicated what she says. She believes one of the training of the basketball players. The conclusion for the wasn't the bad news. It wasn't very the one of the decisions. His decisions to for the his one of the cheat codes, one side of the wall, and those things that are what things that what you do. So one of those people can't understand. So it's saying people don't. So people do care about those one of those guys that people's have at Kobe Bryant's in the funeral. We do really, they do really care. It does matter to wanted to say we missed you, Kobe, and we just tweeted to one of some 1,000 times, and including those a lot of people wanted to a lot of people said to say wanted to goodbye, having faith, and even will be incensed to the heaven, and we were just wanted to the work with you wanted to work for you for him, and about for the statue of Kobe Bryant, an NBA basketball legend, Los Angeles Lakers. At that time, you may have the one the chosen ones, and then. But I hope for you guys when wanted to the greatest apology accepted to one of the same team to respect also the 20 years of his of the employers and employers and business, and with perfect perfections and inclusion to the excellent about 100% from the 20 about 20 years the his service. It is on the services about the basketball careers, and the your his NBA players just in inclusion sort of in inclusion his beloved God, and then but he knows the people lost them, and when we wanted to tell everybody, we wanted to tell to say goodbye to for the Kobe. It's pretty his pretty sad. It was awful for one of for Joe's copter crash. Those are one of helicopter crash. So it was really bad. So and that's a really bad decision and illegal to crash over by the plane. So by the plane. So many years ago, all people die, and all people die every year. And so with the judges, so when what happens today, they have a terrible tragedy. They are most temporarily souls, most kind, and most is respect, and most is undisgrace, ungrace. And then we want the people tweet to the Kobe's future to for the tribute. surpasses to for the last future times, illuminate illuminating for one thing about for the last basketball, but he retires and graduated in about 2016, and his career to the debut in about 1996, 2006 continues into the 2006 in 10 years. Kobe's discovers to accommodate with the 10 years of mortgage. His one of his careers to with his characters. For that should be one for the training workouts, and including one of the basketball players has to be one of that needs to be workout due to practice and due to the cardio on respect to those who want his future for his privacy and the inclusion. His confirmed to his about reinformations to we tell to one of the revolution for the evolution to one of the things that about 2010. Kobe has 14 years since the 2010. His basketball careers ever have to respect to about the 14 years. For when I went to the 15, so I was in the for the junior high school. I was in about Furuchi Junior High, and I was in the 8th grade to I'm doing the classrooms to however health class to with Miss Horn, to return to the art for Miss Davis, and Mr. Spears from science and designs, and one of them Miss Daniel, one of the my former teacher Miss Daniel, Mrs. Rodall, Mrs. Welch, and Miss Floran, and my former special education teacher, and she moved to for the Arizona. She concerns with about the presentations to for the school district at Arizona, and then she knew she knew about it. She knew about the Kobe's future on the funeral. Miss Lorian says Kobe Bryant was passed away on about last 5 days ago. Even thought the breaking news about watched by reacted by people on the televised shows that where we should thinking about 5 days ago. So we got the celebration and the Hall of Famer and the NBA legends to be the coming of the Hall of Famer, the class of the 2000 Hall of Fame of 2020. Usually Kobe Bryant will be about Hall of Fame and about the status and statues that will be begun. For that's the 20 years from 1996 to 2016, from beginning to the end. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so you've been tweeted about LA Lakers, Kobe Bryant wants futures today. He wants the future, his futures. Beloved God loves him. People love Kobe Bryant so much, and then please do it about the tribute to rewatch the Kobe's basketball and about for the 20 years. Don't forget hit the button to subscribe to my content. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Google, and via cameras, Caucasoid, Talk, Tumblr, and Hangout. Tumblr, likes and comments in the description. So please subscribe on the NBA's on YouTube channels, NFL, MLB, UFC, WWE, and however we wanted to do. WWE Raw, SmackDown, NXT UK, and that's us forever. We just wanted to discover you. Alright guys, I'm gonna get some to eat, so feel free to do that and see you tomorrow. So don't forget. So keep it retro, mateys. Have a great evening.